Two layers of the skin, of dermis of the skin, are called papillary and reticular. Papillary layer is right here under the epidermis. So that is papilla, that is papilla, that is papilla, all that is epidermis. And those papilla together form papillary layer. Everything what is under is called reticular layer. So papillary layer right here in papilla right here, that is made of areolar connective tissue that has a lot of collagen and elastic fibers and lots of blood vessels. Those blood vessels are tiny capillary loops, and also right there will be different types of nerve endings, allowing us to sense with our skin, sense touch and pressure and temperature and so on. Next one, this one, reticular layer, also has a lot of nerve endings, all of those nerve endings. It also have sweat glands and hair and other structures, and it's called reticular layer. It's made of dense irregular connective tissue, and it makes 80% of the thickness of dermis. So remember what dense irregular connective tissue is about. A lot of strong collagen fibers, not parallel to each other, going in all possible directions, and there also will be some amount of elastic fibers. Now, skin markings. Epidermis is not smooth, it makes ridges, and if we take a picture of our finger right here, you will see those ridges, and between them you will see openings of sweat glands. So all that creates our unique fingerprints. On the surface of the skin there are larger cleavage lines. They are not visible from the outside, they are inside of the skin. Remember that dermis mostly is made of irregular connective tissue, strong irregular connective tissue, where collagen fibers go in all possible directions, but about 50% of them are going in the same direction, making those cleavage lines. So that's about arrangement of the collagen fibers. And if incision during surgery is made parallel to those lines, it will heal faster than incision that is made across the lines. Pigmentation. Skin color depends on three pigments: melanin, keratin, and hemoglobin. First of them, melanin, can have yellow to reddish brown color to black, and it's responsible for darker skin colors. It is produced in the melanocytes, cells that are sitting on the basement membrane of epidermis. And when those cells produce melanin, they release it. It migrates to keratinocytes, most of the epidermis cells, enters them, and form shield for the nuclei. So, though that pigment is sitting above the nuclei of the cells, protecting them from ultraviolet radiation and reducing the chance of getting skin cancer. Also, melanin makes freckles, pigmented moles, which are local accumulations of melanin. Second pigment contributing to the skin color is keratin. It has yellowish to orange pigment, and mostly you can see it on our palms and soles. And finally, hemoglobin, responsible for pinkish hue of skin, can be visible only if blood vessels are dilated, if they are wide and there is a lot of blood in the skin at the present moment. Next one, pigmentation. So here is a picture from your book. That's a darker skin, that is a lighter skin. That is melanocyte producing melanin and distributing it into keratinocytes, where they are sitting above the cell nucleus. That's a cell nucleus, and above it. Okay, and that is a light skin which has much less of those melanin granules, melanosomes. Some people and even animals do not have melanin. Their skin cannot produce it. That condition is called albinism. It's a genetic condition, and it affects color of skin, hair, and eyes. So individuals, people with albinism, have very pale or white skin and eyes and hair, and they are very prone to sunburns and skin cancer. So their life quality definitely is affected by that condition. They cannot stay in the sun at all without protection. Vitiligo. It's when some certain spots on the skin lack melanin, no melanocytes, or they are sitting there but they cannot produce melanin. And that condition is not that people are born with. It shows up later in life, and usually it's a result of some autoimmune process.